Dave Roberts wanted to motivate you, what did he do?
You know, Doc's pretty hands-on. You know, I think he has a good heartbeat of what's going on in our clubhouse. And, I don't know. I bet he might have a different answer than I would say. You know, I think at times, you know, when things are going great or you know, you're not doing your best on the mound, I think he kind of gave me some space, which was probably smart because I didn't like to hear a whole lot of stuff from people. But as far as motivation, I hope I never needed to be motivated. I mean, look at this place. You're in Dodger Stadium, you're getting the pitching bench from it. You should be motivated to get out there and do your absolute best. So, but I had a ton of fun playing for Doc, and we went through our ups and downs for sure. And I'm so happy we ended it on a couple of World Series championships at the end.
Anything for season yet?
Yeah. You know, got a few fist bumps several times, you know, and then kind of village lineouts over here, you know, kind of like kind of not, so it's, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a pretty weird feeling, but it's also still baseball, I'm also like games inside the field, so I'm having a blast.
They just look right through the window, and you're not, they just look right through so right at you.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just stop it,
Santana, who is selected there. No score after an inning and a half. Lovely Dodger Stadium.
Let's go, We're going to start with the slow basketball follow-up. Yeah, typically it's 89 cents and
If you love to travel, Capital One has an rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And for non-members, you can extraordinary trips. Plus, get huge benefits and a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your world?
FanDuel is a home of home runs this season. Here's a live look at FanDuel's home run odds for tonight's game, including Will Smith, who leads off the Dodgers, and Quincy Teoscar Hernandez. And Will Smith likely going to pay for a meal in Los Angeles for a long time after the World Series. He loved doing all that. So many memories, but the one memory that everybody will remember for sure is his home run. Second base, Tell Montana, or out number one. If you haven't seen it, and I think it's going to be 5 people in the world who haven't seen it at this point, that's what he did. In the 11th inning against CZ, I look at you've been in it, right? You've been in that moment with one swing changing the course of a World Series.
Yeah, and I think when you talk about Will Smith, look at all the talent on that field. He's kind of the X factor on that team. I mean, he's the one that kind of quarterbacks all the pitchers out there. Clean to probably tell you, all when you got a catcher out there, and he's been captain twice for these guys for a while.
Clayton, you talk about Will Smith and how much you enjoyed his growth and what he's done and how he has become a clutch.
Yeah, Will is a rock right now. He just every day is the same, good and bad. He just continues to go out there. And, when you talk about the superstars of the Dodgers, obviously there's a lot of name recognition. Shohei, Freddie, all these guys, but Will Smith is a superstar. I mean, he really is. He's one of the top Ed Calrali, Team USA, World Baseball Classic catchers. These guys are the two best in the game right now, in my opinion. So it was such a wonderful thing to have, to be able to fish to him every single time. He's really come a long way. He can really hit. He's got some short arms. He can turn on the ball. There's nothing inside where he can't put it in our open over there in left field.
Yeah, I think when the game's on the line, you look at all the guys in there, that's probably one of the guys that the pitcher doesn't want to see at the plate because he's been coming up with some big clutch hits late in ball games.
Yeah, Doc mentioned it to us in our meeting before the game. With the guy on second base and he needs a big hit or needs to move the runner, Will Smith is probably one of the guys that you'd want to put on this lineup. Just doesn't strike out, able to the ball play, able to come up with big hits. And that's quite a compliment when you look at this lineup.
That last pitch that you saw, that's kind of a challenge system in a nutshell, right? That was probably a strike. You have to challenge it right away. If you don't, it goes away. This is so early, and this is why somebody like Will Smith is talking about playing is so important. You have to have an understanding of the zone as a catcher to help your pitcher out. And once he takes the first walk of the season for the Dodgers.
Yeah, you see that right there. So Will Smith, he's not a super aggressive guy. He swings at the first pitch, okay? He gets out. You have a guy like Max Muncy, you can guarantee he's going to have a good at bat. Like he doesn't swing at balls. He's always got pitches off. Yes, he might strike out some, but that was a 6 or 7 foot ball back there. And that's what you need in those situations. The guys have confidence to let it fly on the first pitch like that.
One out, Teoscar Hernandez. That's the first pitch called a strike. You feel like guys that there are team concepts offensively throughout Major League Baseball, or is it regular?
Well, there's always ways to walk away from this different meetings. Do they play out in the field or do was it a team or something individually that breaks down the system? Like we're going to wear out a certain portion of the play where he likes to pitch. So it is the superpower of this Dodger team to get everybody on the same page.
2 strikes from Gallen to Hernandez, and he dives it in the air for center field for Alec Thomas. Round number 2.
Well, getting back to that point, well, I think the Diamondbacks are the whole opposite. I mean, these guys are very early swingers, very aggressive. They don't go up there taking pitches. It's almost like when you got young players, they're afraid to hit with 2 strikes. So these guys are up there trying to swing early in the count. They don't want to fall behind, especially when you got a top-notch pitcher like Yamamoto up there on the mound.
You know, it's interesting you hear about 2-strike approach. There's great value in Diamondbacks. As I said, they're going to have to hammer out runs in that way this year. But teams that hard more than the opponent won almost 70% of the time last year in Major League Baseball. So you understand why teams chase power. But it's situational, right? Like not every pitch is a home run potential.
Yeah, and I think last year you saw in postseason play, I think it went back to fundamental baseball. You know, everybody swinging for the 3-run homer during the season. You get the postseason play, and all of a sudden you got guys trying to run people over and just do the little things to win those close ball games.
3-0 on Andy Miles, who really went through it last year in the postseason offensively, but all that marvelous catch in Toronto. He said, look, I know that even though these stretches is just unfortunate it happened in the postseason.
Hello.
But here is the catch that saved the day in so many ways for the Dodgers.
Dick Robinson, the Dodgers staff, they were thinking about moves coming into this inning. This was the big move. TJ Hernandez was in very shallow to stop the base hit, and Miles had him with the ball over his head.
Big pass, and that slider from Gallen, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
With Andy, it's all about the strike zone, swinging at strikes, barreling the ball when it is a strike. And he has been kind of a streaky hitter here for both his career, but he has shown because defensively, catching the ball and throwing the ball bases is weak, and this bat is a chance to still be.
A long run out there in center field.
3-2, that's a nasty slider down. Went back-to-back sliders, two retired side. We are scoreless. A lovely night in California.
When choosing the right gear to trim or motor yacht, ASIC's only company you get the job done. Because gas or that, your local racer is the destination to the best.
So like a lot of bars, it's really interesting.
Smoke, craft, and total. And with free assembly delivered, or ready for pickup in just 15 minutes. Powering the outdoor projects is never been easier. Around the clock, when you need it stuff, the service include is guaranteed.
New episodes of Chicago repeat Wednesday on NBC and Peacock.
Tap whenever you're ready.
That's your BMO LAFC debit MasterCard. It taps you into the game.
I just got it with my BMO checking account.
Ooh, that's cool. Try this. My bad.
Tom Stoddard. When he says he's going to tax big corporations and billionaires who own them, he means it. He'll close with strong property tax loopholes, costs our state billions.